Alrighty. Now, you know the rules. The robots do the painting around here, and that means you guys have to do the guessing. I do give a few clues that sometimes are a little bit helpful along the way. Now, again, top 20 Robert De Niro movies. So, number 2019 might be a little hard. Good luck. Here we go. Number 20. This film boasts one of the greatest car chases ever put to film, and not a CGI pixel in sight. Our lead plays an ex-operative whose resume includes some very off-the-books jobs. Now, this is set in Europe. The action swerves from Nice to Paris with double-cross galore. Sound familiar yet? The briefcase is mystery, the alliances even more so. De Niro's icy cool under fire in this espionage thriller is about mercenaries and mayhem. King! There you go. Now, let's go ahead and guess the dates of these movies as well. So, you are correct, King. And anybody have a guess on the date of Ronin? Ronin was correct. Mercenaries and mayhem. Anybody have an idea what year they made this movie? It's a while ago. Surprising. Seems like just yesterday. Well, it was 1998. Oh, you had it. You had it. Not Mr. Artie. Mr. Artie, it's not that old. That's really old. All right, let's do 19. Here we go. Robert De Niro movies. Number 19. An intense drama where conversations crackle more than explosions. De Niro's character is a parole officer teetering on the edge of burnout. Opposite him, a cornrow-wearing Edward Norton, playing it wild. Ed Norton, gotta love him. Layers of manipulation, moral ambiguity, and the metaphors. Who knows this movie? Look familiar to anybody? This is not a buddy film, but a slow, uncomfortable character study. Maybe I've stumped you with this one. Edward Norton, an intense drama, character study. Layers of manipulation and moral ambiguity. I don't know why I'm having trouble with that one. Hey, Stuart, very good. You're correct. You're correct. And this time I'm going to just tell you it was 2010. And the movie was, like Stuart says, Stone. Stone. That is correct. There he is, Mr. Stone. Actually, I don't know. Was his name Stone? I'm not sure. All right, number 18. Let's move onward. This slow burn spy tale explores the birth of a little-known agency called the CIA. Little-known agency. De Niro pulls double duty, directing and acting, in this cerebral espionage drama. It's less about gadgets and more guilt and government secrets. Now, Matt Damon is actually the lead, but De Niro shows up to drop gravitas. All right. The slow burn spy tale. Stuart, King. Looks like King got it first. Stuart right behind. The British contingent. Think of it as an origin story for America's shadow games. There you go. The Good Shepherd is correct. Terrible movie. Yeah. De Niro directed it. Maybe directing's not his thing. This was De Niro's second time directing. His first was something called A Bronx Tale, which is not on our list. The Good Shepherd. According to Stewart, a terrible movie. But it is at number 18. The robots didn't mind it. They liked it better than in-laws and stuff. Those aren't on my list. Number 17. All right, here we go. De Niro dives into the role, literally, as a hard-edged Navy instructor. He's gruff, stubborn, and covered in Southern drawl and chewing tobacco. The true story centers around the first African-American Navy diver. Now, what I remember about this movie is Cuba Gooding Jr. and De Niro square off with grit and broken bones. Bronx Tale's the one that should be on the list. And Men of Honor is correct. Very good. Very good. Redemption is slow, but it hits like a tidal wave. The real Carl Brashear called De Niro's performance spookily accurate. Spookily. Yeah, Stuart King, you guys both know, Men of Honor is correct. This is actually from the year 2000. 2000. Yeah, he's in his diving outfit there. Now, I barely remember this, but didn't Cuba Gooding Jr. even get like nominated for something? Maybe I'm mistaken on that. But it's the first time I remember him from a movie. Cuba Gooding Jr. and De Niro square off with grit and broken bones. There you go. Okay. All right, let's go to number 16. Robert De Niro movies. Top 20, according to the robots. A suitcase, a motel, and a bunch of weirdos walk into noir. De Niro is your boss, but he's also your worst nightmare. This film keeps you guessing. What's in the bag? And who's not getting out alive? It's pulpy, sleazy, and De Niro chews scenery like it's steak tartare. Not his best known film, but a hidden gem for noir fans. Okay, so this one is a little bit under the radar. Stuart knows it though. Very good. Very good. This was filmed in just 20 days. Proof that noir waits for no one. Love that. The word noir was in my clues 3 times. The Bagman is correct. The Bagman. 2014. 2014. The Alto Knights. I like that. I've heard of that. Don't know what that is. All right. Let's go to number 15. Something I'm a little more familiar with. Probably was paying attention to the actress more than him, but a rom-com with emotional breakdowns and football superstition. De Niro plays the dad. Obsessive, passionate, and a little too into the Eagles. Oh, I thought it was the Jets. It's the Eagles. Okay. It's the Eagles. His character believes in luck rituals and juju with religious fervor. It's a family drama wrapped in a dance competition. De Niro nabbed an Oscar nod for making fatherly anxiety heartbreakingly real. All right, you guys got it. King, you beat Stewart that time. Very good. Silver Linings Playbook is correct. The emotional dinner scene, De Niro was actually crying off script, thinking about his own son. Ooh, that's a little dark aside for us. Thank you. A little method acting. Silver Linings Playbook, 2012. There you go. He likes the Eagles. All right, let's move on to number 14, Robert De Niro movies. Okay, I remember this one. Based on a true story involving a decades-long sleep. De Niro plays a man who wakes up from a catatonic coma in a medical experiment, catatonic state. Robin Williams is the gentle doctor guiding the miracle. Joy, wonder, and tragic impermanence hit hard. Stewart! That is correct. A stunning physical performance without saying much at all. Okay. I do remember this one, Awakenings. Awakenings, all the way. Can you believe? Who knows the year? I can't believe how far back. Robin Williams. The real-life inspiration, Leonard Lowe, kept journals that De Niro read obsessively to prepare for the movie. Method acting. And Robin Williams was good. Yeah, maybe we'll have to do a Robin Williams movies. Haven't done that. We've had Robin Williams on a few of our comedies lists, but anyway, Awakenings is correct. Yeah, Awakenings. All right, number 13. This one's way back in the day too. Fame. It's not all glitz. Sometimes it's delusional. And duct tape. De Niro plays Rupert Pupkin, a name you won't forget. Rupert Pupkin. No matter how hard you try to forget it. He's a wannabe stand-up comic with no audience and too much ambition. Stalking your idol doesn't usually lead to career success. Very good, Stuart. You know these. No wonder you wanted this one. This dark comedy predicted the age of celebrity obsession and reality TV. So this predicted two things. Who knows the year? Stewart has it, of course, and King with the King of Comedy. King of Comedy. Pupkin's name appears over 30 times in the film, on signs, notes, and even in his own underwear. and you knew that, Stuart. Very good. 1982. Very good. King of Comedy. It's a good little video too. Robots hit that one out of the park. All right, this is one of my favorite Robert De Niro looks in this next one. Tattoos, muscle, revenge, and a Bible. De Niro transforms into Max Caddy, a terrifying ex-con who knows the law a little too well. His southern accent slithers like a serpent. Yeah, so you guys know this one. It's hard to mistake it. It's not a home invasion, it's a psychological siege. Oscar nominated and nightmare inducing. Jay Diz, welcome to the game. Yeah, that's why I've avoided doing De Niro for a while. Jay Diz, but that's okay. We accept all comers here. We try not to judge too much, even if he might be woke. Cape Fear is correct. 1991, in case you're interested, De Niro paid $5,000 to have his teeth degraded for the role. Then he had to pay even more to fix them after the movie. Well, we're only at number 12, Jay Diz, so hang in there, and they'll be coming up. All right, you'll see how the game is played. Number 11, Scorsese's breakthrough, and De Niro's. This is way back in the day, so I'm going to make you guess the date on this one, too. This is set in Little Italy. This film breathes rawness and Catholic guilt at the same time. De Niro's Johnny Boy is the ultimate loose cannon and red jacket big mouth. Ooh, Stuart, close. Maybe just a spelling error. It's not. This one is not Goodfellas, but hang on to that, King. Yeah, King. There you go. Way to correct Stuart. Was that just a spelling? Yeah. Friendships, faith, and fatalism all collide in a dive bar. You don't make up your sins in church, you do it in the streets. Yeah, that's a good saying. Any guesses on the date by chance? Scorsese let De Niro improvise. Many of Johnny Boy's lines weren't actually in the script. There you go. So he was into the character. He's definitely on our method actor list. No question. All right, well, I'll tell you. 1973, way back, right? So one of the first movies for both Scorsese and De Niro. There you go. All right, let's do number 10. Excuse me. A long story about loyalty, aging, and painting houses with bullets. Forgot to add that last part. De Niro plays Frank Sheeran, a mob hitman with a haunted soul. A reunion tour with Scorsese, Pacino, and Pesci. They're all together. The gang's all back together, just like on our show. Very good. Stuart had the date on that last one. King's got the name on this one. No, Stuart, but hang on to that. That's bound to come up. Yeah. Flashbacks are digitally de-aged, but the regrets feel very real. So they used AI before there was AI. It's a final meditation on choices and consequences in mob life. And you are right. This one is The Irishman. This is the one that had Pacino and Pesci, and of course it was Scorsese. There you go. The film's final shot, Frank alone in the silence, was improvised on set by De Niro. Improvising again, The Irishman, 2019. There you go. All right, now this is a favorite of all of ours, I think. This next one, I have a different picture I've used out of that film. Vegas glitters, but the mob bankrolls the sparkle. De Niro plays Sam Rothstein, or Rothstein, if you prefer. I think Rothstein is more appropriate. A numbers guy who runs the show until it runs him. The suits are loud. The downfall louder. Yeah, you guys know this. King, Stewart, very good. Sharon Stone sizzles. Yeah, she was pretty hot in this. Gotta say. But De Niro simmers until he doesn't. Think Goodfellas, but with more neon and fewer tomato sauces. Good clue. I like that. Any guesses on the year for Casino is correct, of course. Casino. De Niro had over 70 costume changes in the film, his most ever in a single movie. Well, no, I don't know about you guys, but when I go to Vegas, I take quite a few costume changes as well. So, it's Vegas. You got to have a lot of costume changes. 1995. All right, let's go down the list. Top Robert De Niro movies. We're down to the top 8. Here we go. Don't let yourself get attached to anything. Famous last words. This is the heist movie where the cops and robbers are both philosophers. I guess that's true. De Niro versus Pacino. Finally on screen, face to face. Cool professionalism meets personal downfall in an LA crime ballet. Yes, I hate Heat. I hate Heat. Yes, of course. And who else was in Heat? Who passed away recently? One of our favorites here on the show. The star of one of my favorite movies, Salton Sea. Who else was in this? Yeah, Stewart, thank you. Foul! I miss Foul already, don't you? Yeah. That diner scene, iconic. That shootout, legendary. De Niro and Pacino deliberately didn't rehearse that diner scene to keep the tension electric. All those method actors working together. God, I hate to be the director. It'd be like a circus. Heat. Antonio, what's going on? Very good. You are correct. Number 7. This is going back in the day as well. Before the war, they're friends. After, strangers to themselves. Wow. De Niro plays Michael, a steelworker whose quiet strength anchors the group. Russian roulette is a central harrowing motif. Yes, it is. That's it is. The Vietnam War is not the main event. It's the emotional fallout. Complex, devastating, and filled with unforgettable moments. And you guys know this one, of course. King Stewart. Very good. Yeah, he is the deer hunter. The deer hunter. Of course. This is all the way back in 1978. De Niro had real bullets loaded into a gun during the what? During the Russian roulette scene to heighten his anxiety. What? That didn't go well for what's his name? Alec Baldwin made that same mistake. Loaded real bullets into the gun for the Russian roulette scene. What did I don't think so. That sounds sketchy. All right, top 6. Here we go. We know this one pretty well. One of his better looks. Loneliness, neon, and mohawks. Travis Bickle is a ticking time bomb driving a yellow cab through urban hell. Okay, I gotta figure out how to do this. You talking to me? You talking to me? Yes, he improvised that line. This is De Niro at his rawest and most disturbing. Gritty, violent, and a portrait of a man unraveling. Jodie Foster is the little teenage hooker. You talking to me? You talking to me? To prep, De Niro actually got a cab license and picked up passengers for a week in New York City. I love these method actor guys, right? I mean, that's funny. I wonder how much of that's true. Is that just a publicity story? What do you think? True or publicity story? That's the new part of the game. Taxi Driver is, of course, correct. 1976. 1976. Wow, that's old. That is the year I graduated from high school and our country's bicentennial. Yeah, Harvey Keitel. He's a great actor. He's in a lot of these movies. Yeah, Jodie Foster was, I don't know how old she was. 15 or something? I don't know. All right. As far back as I can remember, De Niro is Jimmy Conway. Calm, calculating, and lethal in a beige suit. I didn't remember the beige suit. He doesn't say much, but when he moves, people disappear. It's a mafia classic told with kinetic swagger. Coolness and menace, all in one cigarette puff. Very good, Stuart. Yeah, this one had all the guys. The guy on the left passed away fairly recently too, right? He kind of passed away young. What was his name? I forget his name. But yeah. This was filmed back in 1990. Goodfellas, of course, is correct, guys. Jimmy's character based on a real gangster who remains missing to this day. Yeah, Ray Liotta. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, Ray Liotta. He's in a lot of movies too. He's always a good gangster. But yeah, he passed. I don't know if he had a heart attack or something. I can't remember. Goodfellas. There they are. All right, top four. Everybody knows this one. Except for his look was very different here. A prequel within a sequel that somehow outdoes both. A prequel within a sequel that somehow outdoes both. De Niro becomes young Vito, speaking mostly Sicilian. He speaks Sicilian. I didn't understand it. Subtitles. He honors Brando without imitating him. It's a masterclass. Family loyalty comes at a cost, and Vito pays it in blood. De Niro won his first Oscar and hardly spoke a word of English. Yes. Yes, King. You are correct. And it's important to have the part two. We do need to be specific on this one. Okay, here's some more method acting. He lived in Sicily for 3 months to perfect his dialect. How about that De Niro guy? Does that look like De Niro? That's a photograph of him in the movie. Wow. That's not a robot abstract interpretation, like we often do. The Godfather Part 2 is correct. 1974. There he is. He was mad. All right, top three. Here we go. I love his look in this one. This gangster only appears in a few scenes, but he owns the scenes. De Niro put on weight and brought out the back. Literally. His Al Capone is flashy, frightening, and full of smug swagger. Who knew tax evasion could be so cinematic? Yes, you guys know it. He doesn't need much screen time to steal the movie. That's right. You are correct. It is The Untouchables, and he is Al Capone. De Niro had his Capone suits made by the same tailor who dressed the real Al Capone. More method acting. Yeah, he pulls out the back. Literally. Yeah, it's a memorable one. Untouchables, 1987. And that's number 3. So we got 2 more on the Robert De Niro top 20 movies of all time. There we go. There he is. Ow. All right. Number 2. Childhood dreams, adult regrets, and the cost of loyalty. De Niro plays Noodles, a gangster reflecting on decades of betrayal. The story shifts through time like memories, hazy, selective, and heartbreaking. Sergio Leone's epic paints crime as tragedy, not thrill. All sounds good. It's 4 hours long. Oh, there's the tough part. But it's worth every minute. Yeah. You guys are both getting these almost exactly the same time. One time King gets it first, the next time Stuart gets it first. Yeah. You guys are doing good. You have it. Once Upon a Time in America is correct. 4 hours long. You guys know the year for Once Upon a Time in America? The original U.S. release was butchered. De Niro campaigned to restore it with full glory. Huh, interesting. So they edited it down quite a bit when they first released it. Close, King. 1984. All right, well, that leaves number 1. Who can guess De Niro's number 1 movie without even seeing it? I bet we've all could. Now, black and white, blood and sweat, art and brutality. There's 3 duos for you. De Niro becomes Jake LaMotta, inside and out. Had to put on some weight for this one. He trained as a boxer, then gained 60 pounds. Oh, so he first trained as a boxer, and then he put on the 60 pounds for the scenes that were after the career. There you go. Of course, you guys know. His performance is raw, painful, unforgettable. This isn't just acting, it's transformation on film. Yeah, you believed it. You definitely believed it. And you're going to love the little video here at the end. So don't miss the little video at the end. That's my tip for the evening. Scorsese didn't want to make the film, but De Niro convinced him it would save his life. I don't know what that means, and it did. Okay. Yeah, Raging Bull is correct. You guys know. Of course. This was all the way back in 1980. 1980. There you go. Raging Bull. What's that? What? All right, there we go. Little warm up. All right. Well, that was almost too easy for you guys. What do you think? It was an excellent recap, but it was almost too easy.